For sure. Oh, hey, welcome to Dumb Investing. I'm Lloyd.
I'm Harry.
And it's about to get dumb up in here. Now, we have listened to some of the viewers, and we have broken the show into two parts. Part one is the daily investing, where we used to roll the random dice, pick the random stock, do a little bit of homework, and we'd go and buy a stock every day. And so we ran short on money there, and that show's kind of slowed down. So we decided to talk about other aspects of our life that deal with investing, mainly real estate. That's the show you're watching right now, the dumbest real estate investing show on all of YouTube. You can go catch the other show if you want to see portfolio updates and stock market and stuff like that. So this, we're talking more on the real estate side. So update from the picker side. I promised y'all an update on the pool. And so when I got home from work today, took a video of the pool. Roll that beautiful tape.
Let me see.
So yeah, it is complete. Oh, I'll let it explain itself. Almost 6 months now. It's been sitting in this fashion for about 5 weeks, 6 weeks now.
Holy, look at the rain.
This kind of rain is the kind of rain we've been getting almost every day. And they haven't been able to do anything yet to get this finished. Apparently, to finish, we have to get the sprinkler system done that they tore up to put the thing in. And to do that, they need to get, a digger, tractor, whatever thing back here. Once they've done that, then they can build the fence. And the fence has to have an automatic closing gate. And once we get an automatic closing gate, then we can get the permit to finish the rock work. Apparently on top of the gunite is going to be some Pebble Tech stuff that goes in right underneath the that blue line, whatever the water line thing is. So yeah, so in the deep end, right now it's probably, the middle is the deep part. It's probably 2 feet of water in the middle. And it's now all the way to every edge. So it's just awesome how much water it's collected over the last 6 weeks or so. The thing got backfilled. There is backfill all around it, but over the last couple of weeks, we have lost probably an inch, maybe inch and a half of the backfill. And you can see there's a big dip coming off of the edge over there. So that's where we're at. It's been a long time waiting. It's pretty green, pretty much a cesspool.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's so that's the status of the pool. We are still getting rain. We're scheduled rain all this week. The sprinkler guy thinks he's going to come in tomorrow and try to start working on this system. So they've completely thrashed, the system that was there is just destroyed. So he's got to come in and, I assume he's got some sort of a trenching machine. So they don't want to put the gate up yet because they want to bring the trenching machine in. And I'm pretty sure they're going to have to backfill again because the backfill is just out of control right now. We've lost about an inch from where it was, just with all the runoff and stuff, and maybe it's doing some sort of compacting because of the water. But yeah, so we're almost 6 inches. Why is that thing making noise? So we're almost 6 months into this thing, and hoping it gets done soon.
Yeah.
The other update from the picker side, we have made an offer on a rental house.
Nice.
Yeah, 4-year-old house. And for 4 years old, I'm surprised at the shape of the inside. It's amazing. The reason I wanted one that was fairly new is mechanicals. I didn't want breakdown issues. So, HVAC, water heaters, roofs, that kind of stuff. The big dollar items. I didn't want to have to worry about putting money into it. I wanted some cash flow first. So I was looking 4 years and newer. But I'm going to have to repaint the whole thing. It's just thrashed. So the people that are in it want a lease back. There's something to do with their financing that they have to get their house sold before they can finish the financing on the house they're having built. And so they're going to do some sort of a lease back. So if if my offer is the offer that gets taken, they will stay in for another 4 months. So that gives me 4 months of collecting rent and being able to build up a little bit of kitty, but we're still going to have to pull some money out of pocket to repaint the whole joint. So that's where we're at on that. The offer we put in a 5,000 over asking. My realtor was really good. She ran comps of recently sold houses in that neighborhood, the same size, same age, stuff like that. And there were an equal number above selling price, equal number below selling price. And so we thought dollar per square foot. We kind of found what we thought was right. It happened to be 5,000 over their asking price. To sweeten the deal, we offered them a 1 month free rent of the 4 that they said they might need to stay. Knowing how construction's going around here, I'm guessing that 4 could easily turn into 6 or 7, which in that case, it'll still be cash flow positive. And we'll just let it sit at that. So we'll see what happens.
Cool.
If not, then we go back to the drawing board and we start looking again, and we'll do it again. I'm not about to get into the, hey, they beat you by $500. Do you want to put another? No, I told them I'm not playing any games.
Right.
I know what dollar per square foot I'm willing to pay, and that's what we're doing.
Cool. Do you know when that closes?
I have no idea. Well, we were supposed to have our offer in by noon on Saturday. So I would have thought we would have heard something today. I texted my girl. She says we haven't heard anything yet. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, or their guys being lazy. But there are some crazy realtors right now. I'm still looking at houses. I'm keeping option B open. Yeah. And I get these things generally 24 to 36 hours before they hit the MLS. And these guys are putting on their best offer to be in, and they're putting 2 days from when I'm seeing it. So it's a day after it hits MLS. So they're giving it a day for people to look at and get into them and take a look. And what my realtor is saying, she's like, there are so many people that are buying these things sight unseen that depending on how you take your pictures, like that house we looked at in the pictures, it looked fine. But when you got in there, the walls were thrashed.
Oh, yeah.
So she says, there's a lot of people who are buying these houses sight unseen. And that's why they're doing that. That basically the crappier the house is, the shorter amount of time to put in an offer, because they don't want people in the houses. And I told her that we're not going to be those people, that we are going to be smart. We're not going to be dumb. That's, the gist of this channel is to learn lessons. And so when she says, that's why they're doing this, Todd, she goes, and I do it also all the time. It's like, okay, cool. I just don't want to play that game. So we're going to play by my rules. When we find one, we find one. So that's where we're at.
Cool. That's good. Hopefully that works out real soon. That's going to be sweet.
Yeah, hopefully.
I'd go through all the fun stuff of rental agreements and getting insurance and utilities and all the fun stuff.
Oh, yeah. And I still haven't made up my mind. There's a new app, new to me, and I can't recall do you remember what it was called? Because I thought I sent it to you.
You sent it to me, but I don't remember what it was called.
Can you talk for 30 seconds? And I'll look?
Yeah, I can mumble through some things. So for what we've done at the Tigger household here for our rental, no, not for our rental, for our basement, geez, there's way too many things going on right now. We were off today. We had a civic holiday up here in Canada. So we took some time and we started to venture to some stores and check out some carpet. So
for the basement or the rental? For
the basement.
All right.
Yeah. So we went to a few carpet stores, got some samples, and man, it's like it's easy, but it's difficult, right? Like I have it all square footage. I'm like, guys, I need 650 square feet of carpet. Just give me a price. No. We need to send our guys out. They need to measure it, blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, guys, just give me a price. No, we really want to just send our guys. Okay, well, we're not leaving here without a price. So anyways, we ended up picking a few different samples, and then we did get them to price out some carpet finally, after basically threatening them to that we needed a price. So then we went to a couple other carpet stores and we took the sample that I got from the one place. I said, I need a price on this. They're like, well, what about this and this and this? I just want a price on this, guys. Just give me a price on this. Well, we got to send out our guys. I don't want you to send out your guys. I just want a price. So anyways, we ended up getting another price. And then we get home and we're talking about the carpet that we chose. And then we put that up to the paint sample that we chose. And we're like, oh, this doesn't work. So we're going to go change the paint color last minute. They haven't painted yet, thankfully. So hopefully they haven't bought the paint. I don't believe that they have. So we're going to change the paint color. And then that'll match carpet. And then, Mrs. Ticker was getting on the good old Pinterest there and checking out everybody's basements. Well, nobody puts carpet in the basement anymore. They're all fancy with the vinyl flooring. And she's like, why are we putting carpet down there? I said, you wanted carpet down there. Well, but everybody's putting vinyl. I'm like, we can do whatever.
Question?
You plead the fifth?
No, I was raising my hand to ask a question. From my experience with basements, where I lived in the Midwest, up around the Chicago area, when we had basements, our basements would get really damp, and sometimes they would have water in them. So
Right.
nobody put carpet in because of that, because of the damp factor. Is that a factor up in Canada?
Up here in Canada, specifically where we are, it is like Phoenix, Arizona, dry.
Okay.
Yeah. So moisture isn't an issue for us.
That's cool.
Where we live is great for building materials. It's just, hard on everybody's skin.
So up in the Midwest, everybody would tile down
Okay.
their basements.
Interesting. How do you keep them warm?
Psh, you didn't.
Oh, cold tile. Then nobody wants to.
Yeah, exactly. Well, then it was throw rugs, and
Right.
throw
Yeah.
rugs are
So
easier
that's kind of
to
the
dry.
idea of having the carpet in the basement is to keep it all nice and warm. But there's some pretty good vinyls out there now with, good underlays, and you can do some separation stuff with a subfloor and keep it pretty warm. So I don't know. We'll see. I guess it's we haven't defined exactly the route we're going to go yet.
Cool.
Yeah, it's stressful.
Yeah. All right. So I
we'll
can
get to
think. Oh, so what I was going to talk about with the rental thing is, so the app is called Avail, and Avail is, I guess you could compare it kind of like what Robinhood has done for investing. Avail is doing for landlords. It's kind of a one-stop app where you can design your leases, and they have kind of like pre-programmed stuff that's already been through legal guys. So you can kind of pick and choose what aspects of the lease you want. You can handle all of the applications on the app, right? So people can apply. You can run their background checks. You can run their referrals, all that kind of stuff the app handles, and it collects fees from them. You don't have to worry about the background checks or any of that other jazz. You can set up online payments. You can do it all from your app.
So it's kind of like an app for property management, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Cool.
So in my past, I have always relied on a property management group to do all that stuff for me, where, I was willing to pay them whatever, the fee had been about $100 a month.
Okay.
So that's $1,200 a year to get a good tenant in your house, because a bad tenant can do $10,000 worth of damage real fast.
Sure. Yeah.
And if you've got a $1,500 security deposit and they do $10,000 worth of damage, you're out of pocket $8,500.
Yeah.
And then people are like, oh, well, you're supposed to have insurance on that. Well, let me tell you a story about insurance. So insurance has a $5,000 deductible. So you turn in $8,500, you're still out of pocket $3,500, but now your premiums just went up, and your premiums went up about $2,000 a year. So the ROI is 2.5 years come out of pocket, or you're going to be paying premiums forever. And
Right.
so, yeah. So it makes more sense to find the right people up front than to roll the dice, dumb investing style, and just hope for the best.
For sure.
Yeah. So I don't know, my realtor, wants to property manage for me. She does that on the side for some other people. So we'll see. I don't know exactly which way I'm going to go just yet. You know, I will probably have her do the project management part, as far as once we get in, you know, getting all the cleaning done, getting the walls repainted, that kind of stuff. You know, try to get that done, because with a 9 to 5 job, it's hard to do that kind of stuff, because I end up doing it in the evenings, and you know, sometimes those
nobody else works.
Yeah. So I might let her handle all that. Then I might try this app and see, you know, how it goes.
Cool.
So yeah, that's it for the updates I got going right now.
Okay. Well, we did get our Instagram up and running this weekend, and there were a few posts made about our basement development this weekend. So there's a video that we put on there and a couple pictures, so you can kind of check that out. And I think we'll probably work on some more Instagram stuff and break out some. I don't know how it works, but we'll figure it out. Put some stories and stuff together for each of the investment strategy types that we talk about. And if you want to check us out there, it's dumb_investing on Instagram, and on Twitter we also put on all of our trades that we make, all of our buys and sells. So we post those, as well as we post the shows that we do every day. So follow us on Twitter at Dumb Investing.
Holy cow! Yeah, too much stuff.
Totally.
We'd love your comments.
Hit the like buttons down below and subscribe.
All right. Well, thanks everybody. We appreciate you. We will see you tomorrow night.